done by machines.
Yeah. So what you have
Yeah.
is a very valuable family heirloom.
Yes, I have a very valuable family heirloom.
Yeah.
I love these words.
Yeah. So I am so excited to have you on stream. A little background about Nina and how we met. We actually met through her younger sister, who's also a rock star, Yumi Nam. So Yumi and I date back to high school days. We didn't even go to the same school, but we were both kind of, overachievers who were community oriented. So we met through Key Club, which is a high school extracurricular. Fast forward many years later into adulthood, my sister's opening a restaurant in downtown LA, and Yumi, being the sweet friend that she is, like literally haven't seen her in years, she pulls up not only, to support by herself, but brings her whole family. And Nina was there. And we're all having food. My sister, wants to treat everyone to everything. And Nina wasn't eating because she was training for a body
I wanted
transfer.
to eat.
She
It's a
wanted to eat.
really amazing restaurant. I've been there
Yes.
several times and I love it. If anyone is in LA, they have to go. It's so good.
Thank you. Okay, but so I have to bring up that she didn't eat because again, it's not because she didn't want to or she wasn't, open minded. It was because she's so disciplined. She was training for this body transformation contest, and that was kind of my introduction to Nina. Like, this is my older sister. She's doing this super intense like workout thing, and I was like, oh, cool. And then I don't remember how many weeks later, but shortly thereafter, you won this competition. Because how long was it? Do you want to tell us about it?
Yeah. So bodybuilding.com every year has this big 12-week transformation contest. And it was the biggest grand prize ever they had up to that date, which was $80,000 to one man and one woman out of the whole world. So anyone that had the best before and after picture would get this after 12 weeks, 12-week competition. So I had my little sister told me that I wouldn't win because she was like, "You're Asian. Like Asian people never win bodybuilding competitions. Only black people or white people win that kind of stuff." And I took that as a challenge. I was like, "I'm gonna do this." Um, and normal, I love food so much. Like if anyone knows me, I can overeat anyone. Like all my big guy friends, they can't beat me. So it was normally I would never stop from eating what I want to eat. But it was just because of that one contest. I was so desperate to win. And I could talk about that later, but yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. So you not only won this competition, which had a great, huge prize. What was it again?
$80,000 in cash.
Yeah. So I thought what was interesting is you hadn't had really that much fitness experience prior to this competition, right? Like you kind of just literally went from 0 to 100.
Um, I literally never worked out that hard ever before. I never lifted weights for every part of my body before. I was a true cardio bunny. Like I like cardio kickboxing at the gym, and then maybe they'll make us do like 3-pound weights,
Right.
and that's it.
Right.
I've never lifted heavy. I've never pushed myself to that extent.
And that's why your story is so inspiring to me, is because I think the body type you had before the transformation is like one that anybody would be grateful for, like just healthy,
Yeah.
average. But I think seeing what you can actually achieve if you put your mind to it and some discipline and time, like holy,
Mhm.
like you made it seem attainable, which I think is
Yes.
a big part of your MO, is helping people reach their personal goals.
Yeah, man.
So I had read in your first book, because you did a book after you won the transformation.
Yeah.
It was like really cool to just, you were so open and honest about what motivated you to do the competition. Like,
Uh-huh.
that you were kind of static where you were in your life. And then you just decided, I need to prove to myself, my family, everyone around me. So that kind of brings me to this point about fitness that I hear an ongoing theme is it's a mindset, like is really helpful with fitness. Can you elaborate on what that's all about?
You know, I wrote in my book that I actually started from, it came from a lot of pain. Like I did acting for over 10 years and it didn't go anywhere. and I really felt like I was a failure in life. And I think that anger and pain of thinking that I was this loser is what made me want to win this so bad. And I hope nobody is like at that point, right? I wrote that book in case anyone else wanted to win a transformation contest so that they saw the reality of what it took to win. But I really consider it as an extreme sport. Like, doing a transformation contest is not a healthy fitness program at all,
Right.
even though it looks healthy, right?
Right.
So I think having a fitness mentality is different. Like, now that I'm doing it for long term health and wellness,
Right.
I treat working out like brushing teeth. And that's one of the things I was going to share later.
Yeah.
Treat working out like brushing teeth and stop looking for motivation.
Ooh.
I think this whole time I was looking to feel like working out. Like, why do I not feel like working out? What's wrong with me? I
Yeah.
guess I'll never be a fit person.
Right.
But that's not it.
So everything you're describing is kind of how I feel about working out. Because even when I
Yeah.
text with you, I'll be like, I'm trying to just motivate myself or find like my why, right?
Don't
Like
have to find a why.
you don't have to find a why. So that's huge because I didn't, I was like, I care about my body, which is why I even think about working out and I make a point to move. But I haven't been able to figure out what it is that I need inside of me to be consistent, you know?
Because you're already cute, you're already healthy. Like, anyone would die to have your body already, okay? Like, there's no serious like health risk that you're like facing,
Urgency.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, no urgency. And what a blessing.
Right.
You just want to do it because you know it's important to work out and feel good and just move your body.
Right.
And that's why you have to trick yourself to like make it fun.
Right.
Playing music, I think music is a big deal for you. So you like always have an awesome playlist
Right.
and like do whatever is fun
Right.
and treat it like as a break because I know you work a lot.
Right.
There's so many people out. I think a lot of your fans are people that work really hard,
Yes.
very smart people. So it's a break. It's a time for you to use it as a break.
Right.
It doesn't have to be long, even. It doesn't have to be hard, even. Like, it has to be something enjoyable to be long lasting.
Right. Yeah. To be sustainable, it like the transformation contest, like you said, that was really cool, mega feat. But most people can't do that, can't devote that amount of
Yeah.
time.
I can't even do that
Right.
anymore.
Right.
Yeah.
But from the transformation contest, like that kind of propelled you into your passion for fitness, right? Is that what
Yes.
started it? So you've done personal training, group fitness. What are some things that you kind of, how did that affect your personal fitness journey, teaching other people?
How did it what?
How,
Affect my.
how did it affect your personal fitness journey, coaching other people?
That,
Because it's
that
one thing to work out yourself, and it's another to tell people or help people.
it is.
Yeah.
It's so true.
Right.
Yeah. Some of the best, like, coaches in the world are very unhealthy, right? Like, Olympic coaches, basketball coaches, there's bodybuilding coaches, world renowned bodybuilding coaches. Some of them are very unhealthy and people joke about it, but it's very true. Like, I can not motivate, but I can tell someone how to work out, all that stuff.
Right.
But when it comes to me, that's the biggest thing. Treating working out like brushing my teeth. When I brush my teeth, I don't say, do I really feel like brushing my teeth? Why do I not feel like brushing my teeth? I guess I'm just not meant to brush my teeth. Like, I'm just never going to be someone that brushes their teeth every day. Like, I'm just not.
Right.
If you just go, I said I was going to brush my teeth every time before I go to bed, and just do it out of habit. Just build that habit.
Right. That routine.
And you don't wait to feel like it. That's like a huge trick. Like, I hate it when people say, "Oh, no pain, no gain." Like, do you have what it takes? Like, do you really want it? Like, you don't have to get to that point.
Right.
I think we just have to find a way to make it enjoyable, and also like try to make it as enjoyable as possible.
Right.
But just keep your promises. Like, keep it easy. Like, I'll just do 3 times a week at this time.
You're right. So
It sounds so easy. I know.
no, well, okay. So I think that brings me to the next thing I wanted to talk about was your TikTok journey. So I think whether or not you're interested in fitness, I think Nina's TikTok growth explosion is so interesting from any perspective. I think from a business perspective, anyone that just looks at digital trends, like it's crazy because after Nina wrote her book and won the contest and all this, I was like, yo, you should be like a social media like
So I'm gonna
superstar
interrupt you.
person. Yeah.
Lonnie texted me late at night one day, like during early quarantine, I think.
Yeah. It was early in
When
quarantine.
quarantine started, and like Lonnie's really busy, everybody, so she does not like have much time to like, you know, just chill. Like when she chooses to spend time with you, it's very intentional, and she's got to move on. Like, right. So when you texted me, I was like, oh shit, I better pay. I better like, what is this about? This is important. And you were sending me pictures of other people that do fitness, like make a living doing teaching fitness.
Yeah.
And you're like, you could do this. You could do it like this. Why don't you post stuff like this? And I felt incredibly embarrassed because I was like, I don't think I'm at that level, right? Like I kept myself small.
Yeah.
I thought I wasn't good enough to be at that level. Yeah, I won a transformation contest, but I'm still just a normal person, and I'm just here to give some information for free. And yeah, I wrote a book, but that's only for people that want to win another contest. I don't see myself as like a fitness person that people look up to. I just want to share my story to encourage people that they can do it also if they want. But you made it feel like, hey man, level up because you can make this into a business. Like, how about you take a few extra steps to like really make this something meaningful, right? Like
Yeah.
your journey is not going to end now. Like you have so much to offer, and it was a very gentle but very aggressive text. And you really inspired me. You really inspired me to make a business out of this. Like instead of just keeping it as a hobby,
Yeah.
you were like, you have what it takes. Look at this girl. Like she did it. Like why couldn't you?
Well, I mean, I'm first of all, I'm so proud of you, and I think all I did was just provide you with some examples to reference to just help you tap into what you already had.
Yeah.
Because
And it
I,
was very genuine.
yeah, well, I only reached out to you because I know, like, even from talking to Yumi and just knowing you personally, you're very motivated in and very passionate about sharing knowledge. Like, I could see that with the content that you had already shared. I can literally hear your voice when I read your books, your tips, all of that. So I just felt like it's just a matter of finding the right platform and making your ideas and motivation digestible. So I didn't know if it would be Instagram or YouTube or whatever, but I literally just sent her, guys, I sent her some screen caps just being like, hey, look at this girl. She doesn't know what she's talking about, but she has thousands of followers. And I was like, this girl's kind of annoying. Okay. And, and this isn't me trying to dig at other people, but what I'm trying to show her, what my point was trying to illustrate that like everyone can find their audience in some way.
Yeah.
Because not everyone's for us the same way Nina wouldn't be for everyone, but I was like, you being an Asian female in fitness, that in itself is already hugely interesting and unique because like you mentioned earlier, you don't see many Asians winning fitness related, categories.
Yeah.
So yeah, so how did TikTok start?
Okay, so I had a friend that started doing TikTok, and he's like, "It's so much fun, Nina. It's like more fun than Instagram. You should play on it. You would like it." And and then he would like post something funny, so then I would post something funny. It would that one started off as just for fun. I didn't really think of it as like, oh, something serious I could work on.
Right.
Because I was thinking, oh, I'm just gonna focus on Instagram, right? Or one day I'm gonna make YouTube very soon.
Right.
But TikTok rewards you really fast. Like
Yeah.
it's still a great platform to grow organically very fast for anyone that's doing a business.
Mm.
Um, and I noticed that the views would jump up on certain videos, and I
Yeah.
was like, wow. And then as I did it for a couple more months, I realized even the number of followers would jump up,
Right.
and I've never experienced that before. And people would start asking, "Oh, you just did a ab workout. Can you also do an arm workout?" And I'm like, "Okay,
Right.
so I'll do it." And then I just started like make it felt very fun, and like I still didn't see TikTok as a way to make it a business. I
Yeah.
just saw it as separate from Instagram and YouTube and everything. Like
Right.
I was like, oh, it's a fun, silly app that might die still. I still didn't think of it seriously.
Right.
But I think it was in May when I started thinking, oh shoot, this is real. Like people are really relying on me to send them more, I mean, show good content related to working out.
Right.
And if that's what they want, then I gotta do it.
Yeah.
I gotta treat this more seriously.
Yeah.
And now it's like my main thing that I really focus on. And it's been very rewarding and like it's been awesome.
Yeah. I think
Yeah.
what's been fun about watching you on TikTok, it's kind of a really interesting intersection of all the things that I love about you. You're very animated, very passionate, and all that kind of gets showcased in these little quick clips. But it's like just the right amount of motivation to be like, all right, I'm gonna put on my booty bands today and get working.
I just don't have your sexy voice. I just don't have your sexy voice.
It's still funny to me when people say that because I'm like, I'm in, I don't know.
Because Lonnie thinks she's like this humble, hardworking little bee, but like I think you're a very sexy beast, and like you just play like smooth, like you just play like sweet and smooth.
Thank you, Nina. Nina's always gassing me up.
No, I'm not.
No, I appreciate it though. I think that's
Yeah,
what friends are for. They help you tap into stuff that you might not be aware of with yourself, and also just help you overcome any like insecurities or hesitations you have in starting a new
yeah,
venture. So you call your crew the Bunnies.
yeah.
How did that happen?
I was this was early on my TikTok days when I would try to do voiceovers for my workout videos.
Mm-hmm.
And I used to be like, okay, do like 5 sets of this and blah blah blah. And I was like, this is getting really boring. Like, I'm sure nobody likes to hear that, you know?
Yeah.
Like this should be fun. So I'm like, let me think of a fun little hello, like a quick little hello. So I'd be like, I would do like 50 takes. I'd be like, hey cuties. And I'm like, oh no. Hey,
Yeah.
what's up guys? I'm like, no. And like I did it so many times.
Right.
And then I stopped on Hey My Bunnies. I was like, that sounds kind of smooth. I don't know where that idea came from.
Yeah.
I never call people bunnies ever. Like
Yeah.
I just said it and I was like, I'm just gonna go with that. And this was when I was like making tons of videos every day. So I'm like,
Right.
okay, one's in the bucket, right? And that got like over 100 people were like, can you say hey my bunnies again? Like just say it like that. Hey my bunnies. Like just say it like that again.
Yeah.
Like and I was like, okay, I don't know if this is a joke, you know? Like
Yeah.
why would people get excited about that? So then the next video, I kept that line and
Right.
more people were like, I only follow you because you say hey my bunnies.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, I guess I'll just take that as a hint. You know, you have to
Right.
listen.
Right.
And then I fell in love with that idea. I was like, I do like imagining my people as bunnies. Like it's just so sweet and cute, kind of
It is
sexy,
cute.
like
And
but so cute.
it's a nice play on your booty workouts. It's
Yeah,
very
yeah,
cute.
yes, exactly.
So
Bunnies got booties.
there was a question from the chat. Were you on the bodybuilding track or personal health track? Like, what was your vision when you were working out or kind of starting your journey?
So after I won that transformation contest, I was like, maybe I will just continue being a bodybuilding kind of person, like doing contests.
Mm-hmm.
And I actually was preparing for another contest right after that.
Right.
And I had hired several coaches that were top of the top. And I quickly realized this is not for me, you
Mm.
know. Um, it didn't really resonate with me. So I was like, I'm just gonna treat it as a personal journey. So then I made it a personal journey, but on the side, I help people if they want for free on Instagram, right? Like
Right.
if they DM me, I help them out all the way. Like I
Right.
really did. And then
And that's why I felt like you would be a natural content creator because you just have, you naturally have a passion for sharing, like anything that you're passionate about, whether it's food, workout tips, small businesses. You're always like very giving of information and energy. Yeah.
yeah, thank you. You're like that too.
I guess
I
those,
think that's so important to
yeah,
be able to serve other people.
right,
Like it feels really good when someone says, "Wow, that helped me," you
right.
know?
That's our why.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, you figured out competitions weren't for you, and then you
I
just,
made it a personal, yeah, just a
yeah,
personal journey.
right,
And then as I saw people needed more help, I was like, you know what? This would be the best job ever. How
right,
about I really take this seriously now and like really provide more content, more value
right.
for people.
Because you have a
Yeah.
few books, and workout plans. You have the one for abs is
Yeah.
another one.
It's an advanced ab workout plan for people that want to get a six pack in 6 weeks. Like, you want to see a huge difference. Like, here's a workout plan that'll make you work out 1 hour a day, 6 times a week, and it's gonna be grueling, but you will get a six pack. And if you can't see it, at least you'll know it's there. Like, if you got
Dang.
too much fat, you know it's there.
Okay, so let's talk about the workout plans that you have. You have the booty workout, which is, your main thing right now.
Yes,
You have the six pack abs. How are those audiences different? Are
so
people doing,
different.
yeah,
I think the people that want advanced six packs are people that are trying to be bodybuilders or like have a they're what I call psychos. Like they are obsessed with sculpting their body. They love that. Like they want
mm,
to see what that's like, you
right,
know? People that are already in love with the gym and like have tried a lot of things are probably intermediate and above level.
yeah,
But people that get my booty plan are usually beginners
okay,
or a little bit intermediates, but mostly beginners, true beginners that
hmm,
want to know like the basics of stretching, the basics of like foam rolling, even, and like
right,
how to warm up properly,
yeah,
and just just having a program that already has all the upper body, ab, and butt workouts and leg workouts all included. You
yeah,
know, like they don't have to think,
right,
and it's
okay,
doable. It's just an hour. It's varied.
yeah.
Um, yeah.
So, like I said, Nina is on TikTok, sharing loads of just like free content. She also has a mailing list linked there in the chat if you
Oh,
want
thank you.
to.
Wow. You
Yeah.
hooking me up, man.
Well, I do. I just think it's really helpful. And it's actually something that I am starting myself. So, friends in the Discord, if you want to keep in touch and maybe keep each other motivated and accountable doing Nina's workout plan, let's chat. We have a thread actually in our Discord. It's like a never ending chat
Oh,
where we
cool.
share information, links, resources. So, maybe we'll have some, club mesh bunnies soon.
I love it.
So another thing that came out of just your time in quarantine was a physical product. I want to talk about
Yes.
that because creating product is freaking hard. So you guys have seen, I've shown them on my stories and on stream sometimes. The packaging's so cute. I've kept the whole box. But she has these bands, these workout bands, and normally I think we've all seen the workout bands that are made of like a rubber latex. They look just like giant rubber bands, but these are really cool, kind of like hybrid, like textile. They're fun. They make me happy. They're very
Oh.
cute. Um, but as someone who's like I've created merch for Club Mesh and gone through the sourcing process, which is such a pain. And
Oh
so she
yeah.
has four of them, four different resistances. And one thing that I thought was so cool, like regular workout bands, as you get to the higher resistance, they just shrink the width. And so when you get to the highest resistance, it's basically just your legs
So
sausage wrapped.
tiny.
Yeah, you can't even
Yeah.
get into it. But she made all of hers the same exact size, but
Mhm.
a different fabrication. So just the amount of R&D that must have went into it, like did you have someone guiding you? How did you even know how to navigate this process?
You have to do all your research by yourself. You can't depend on someone else to tell you what's good. You have to know what's good. Like I've bought so many booty bands myself over the years.
Mm-hmm.
So I got to um, compare the latex ones, compare the tiny but really heavy ones.
Right.
Like even there's a lot of variations of what I made too, like
Right.
fabric slash latex bands.
Right.
But it's like you need to do your own research and test it yourself to know what feels right, you
Mm-hmm.
know? Because all these other factors are going to tell you they have the best stuff.
Right.
They're all going to say it's popular and it's in high demand, but you'll
Right.
never know. Like,
Yeah.
you have to make that call.
And what gave you the confidence to make the investment in buying these bands? Because I think, again, that I've experienced from making merch, there's often minimums, right? And
Oh, yeah.
like the product. So, for those of you who haven't made merch before, creating your own product, the factories really, to be worth their time, you need to order 100, sometimes 1,000 minimum. And so, as a small business or individual entrepreneur, it can be very daunting to be like, I trust that this will sell. So, yeah, did you do pre orders? How did you know that it could work?
I just, I think I based it on the response of emails. So I would make a video and say, hey, if you guys are interested in me, or if you're interested in getting my booty bands, then give me your email address, right? Sign up for
Yeah.
my email list.
Mm-hmm.
And it grew so fast because of that one announcement,
Right.
like not that one video, but like that's the same thing I would say. If you want to be updated on my booty bands, um, just give me your email address and I'll let you know when it's out.
Smart.
So that gave me a lot of confidence.
Smart.
And I would show people like, oh, the process of me making the booty bands, like, oh, these are some of the colors, these are some of the designs that I'm thinking about. What do you guys think? And people would be like, wow, that's great. I would get it. And
Right.
I know you're not supposed to like just trust someone by what they say. A lot of people will say, like, yeah, that's great.
Of
But
course,
would
because
people
easy.
really buy it? You're not sure.
Right.
I just I just trusted that people were really being honest and people people were like commenting like, is it done yet, like how far
Mm.
are you, and I was like, oh, okay, this is real.
Right.
They want it, yeah.
That's awesome. Um, and I mean, I've seen some of your behind the scenes stories of you dropping off massive,
Yeah,
like packages at the post office. Do they know you now?
yeah.
Yeah.
They're like, do you want to make another TikTok video now? And I'm like, no, I'm done, jeez.
Oh, they actually
They
know
asked,
you.
yeah, they joke like that because they saw me make TikTok videos at the post office and like,
Yeah.
recording Instagram stories. Like, one of them said like, do you want me to pose with you? And I'm like, please, like, okay, okay, fine, quick, really quick.
That's so funny. So how do you plan out your videos? Like, because you do post pretty regularly, do you have a content calendar or are you just kind of on the fly?
I think I have a default like, okay, I'm gonna have two workout videos and then one silly one or one related to food or diet.
Yeah.
And then a lot of times I get inspired by the comments. So I do pay attention to what people are asking. And
Hmm.
if it's a commonly asked question, I quickly turn to that. Like I quickly make a video about that the next day or within a couple days.
Yeah.
That's what I try to do.
I think that that's a big part of being a content creator is actually knowing your audience and being open to feedback and also using any comments that you have to kind of inform and guide.
And inspire you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
totally. Um, Someone had asked, do you use a service to manage your social media or schedule, or it's just mental? How do you?
Uh, do I manage a what?
Oh, do you
No.
use a service? Like some people have different
Oh,
apps or programs that will post stuff for them. But
I heard of this stuff. Maybe I should do this, but I feel like I can handle it for now,
yeah,
and so no.
I mean, you do have a really good cadence. And you personally enjoy
Yours
TikTok.
is really good.
I
Uh-huh.
mean, I love streaming. It's like keeping me sane during quarantine.
Yeah.
And it's like a fun amalgamation of all the things I've been interested in. Like I'm not
Mhm.
super good at anything. I'm not the master of anything, but I'm kind of good enough at enough things, and then I can combine them all.
There you
Just
go, being humble again.
no, just being
Oh my
honest.
god.
Um, so for people who are maybe having a hard time getting motivated or finding their groove with staying physically active during quarantine, what tips do you have? What might be a
So
yeah.
so first of all, try to find what's fun. And I know it's a lot of things are not fun right now. Like, who wants to work out at home? It's very hard. Like I had to really, it took me a while to get into that.
Yeah.
But so if you can't find something fun,
Yeah.
do what's easy. Easy. Like, listen to Lonnie's music while you take a walk outside. This is like the easiest thing to do.
Mm.
Um, a lot of people are depressed. Like, I get so many comments of people being depressed,
Yeah.
and I ask them to just commit to 3 days a week walking outside for 15 minutes and listening to music that's fun, or audiobooks that are very empowering and like will help you expand your mind.
Mm.
Yeah. But go from the go with the intention of trying to make it fun, never punishing. I think there's a lot of girls out there that are like, oh my God, I gained weight. Like, I can't be like this, whatever. It can't come from a punishing mindset. It has to be, how can I make this more fun? Right.
Right. That makes
Um,
sense.
huh?
Yeah, that
Oh,
makes total sense. Oh,
yes. And then this is like gonna sound weird,
yeah.
but I think food has a lot to do with how we feel about working out. Like, when I clean up my eating, I feel like working out more. So when my eating is shit, like, I have a tendency to not want to work out the next day and the next day and the next day. Like,
Mm.
so I suggest people to eat things that help you poop well every day. Like, take out the foods that make you constipated or give you diarrhea or like make you have weird tummy
Bloatedness.
aches.
Yeah.
Because digestion is where 80% of our body's energy goes towards.
Yeah.
So if you're not digesting well, you're really not going to feel like working out.
It's true. So,
And you're more likely to be depressed.
right. So, because we now touched on bowel movements, um, are you big on probiotics? I mean, Nina's Korean, so I'm assuming kimchi is part of the diet.
I should have more kimchi, but I don't do too much kimchi.
Oh,
I'm okay with the pill forms of probiotics. Like,
okay.
there are some that are super good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about kombucha?
I love kombucha, dude.
Yeah.
Especially the kombucha on tap that you guys have. Like, so good.
Yeah.
At Aulak. Yeah.
Yeah. So, all right, we've ta- you want to move, get outside, go for a walk,
Yeah. Get some
eat,
sun on you.
yeah, eat good foods. And I think that's
Yeah.
really true because there are certain foods that I've noticed are like the gateway to eating more junk food. And then it just is like a downward spiral of sluggishness. And then there are other foods
Yes.
that I eat. And then I'm just like, oh, like I feel full, light, and like good to go. So, can you give examples of
Yeah.
maybe foods that you are kind of your go-to meals to feel good
Oh, yeah.
and yeah.
I love doing protein shakes with oatmeal and bananas. So, like, it's almost like it's like a meal replacement for me.
Mhm.
And that's really that shit always makes me go to the restroom so regularly. And I
Yeah.
really recommend it to people to try
Yeah.
organic steel cut oats that are gluten free, certified gluten free.
Mhm.
Um, so easy to make any combination of a protein shake like that, you know? So you
Yeah.
put a protein powder, some oatmeal, banana, your choice of other fruits, and a lot of water or almond milk, something like that.
Yeah.
Do you do almond milk?
I love almond milk. I've been a big oat milk person.
Oat milk?
Yeah, cuz I can make it myself, you know.
Oh, yeah, I don't like the ones in the grocery stores.
Yeah. Oatly is good and Califia, or I think it's the name,
Oh, really?
or was that the name? I don't
Don't
remember
they
because
use
I buy.
like carrageenan or
Oh,
something?
carrageenan, for the
Yeah.
texture. Oh, maybe then. Well, so I actually end up making a lot of it myself because it's
Yeah.
less packaging. Just water, oats,
Oh,
a little salt, and you have yourself oat milk. It's just a little time
wow.
consuming and it, kind of settles a bit. But
Yeah,
for a coffee or even cereal, it's fine.
that's great. I gotta do that.
Yeah. So what about like a lunch or dinner? What's an example of a good go-to meal for you then?
My um I love tempeh with rice, and I don't know how to cook very well. Like, I'm
Mm.
really bad at it. So I'll just get tempeh and I'll cut it up thinly and then just pan toast it. I don't even pan fry, just toast it on the fry pan,
Yeah.
get it crispy, and then have it with some rice and then just some steamed veggies. I know it sounds very gross, very plain,
No.
but it makes me feel so good. And then I have more fun with my other meals. Like
Right.
those two things are like my staples that help me feel good. And
Yeah.
yeah.
So Gucci in the chat mentioned that their doctor told them to cut out carbs and sugar for their diet, and that was really hard. You've talked a lot about
Oh.
cutting sugar out of your diet. How have you done it?
So wait, is your friend saying it's hard to do it, or they've tried? They
Uh,
get what else did he
so
say?
they're because of their IBS with constipation, the
Oh,
first thing the doctor told them was to cut out sugars and carbs. So
dude,
you have experience cutting out sugars. How
sugar
do
sugar is
you
so
do it?
addicting.
Yeah, it
How?
is. I'm straight up addicted to sugar because I have times where I because I know I don't have self-control if there's ice cream or snacks in the pantry. So I won't buy it, right? So I'm like, if I don't have it in the
Yeah.
house, it'll be fine. But then I'm basically clawing at the walls and like trying to find something and just like eating peanut butter because there's a little bit of sugar in it and just like going crazy. So then my partner's just like, yo, like do me a favor and please just buy yourself some freaking ice cream when we're at the store.
Oh
But okay, so I haven't figured out. I've just kind of found balance in I'll have a little bit and then I'm fine, but I can't cut it out completely.
no. Yeah. I'm so addicted that once I have a little bit, I want more. Like even though I'll go for months without it, the minute I have a little bit, I will start wanting more and more that day. And then even the next day. And then it's a spiral for me. It's really bad.
Yeah.
And I just accepted, all right, I am a freaking addict. Like I love it. It makes me happy. Like it makes my brain like go right?
Yeah.
If you're like that, then just it's good. It is not comfortable. It is very uncomfortable to not eat sugar.
Right.
Like that's just the reality. It sucks. There's nothing that's gonna feel as good as sugar. Like you just have to accept it,
Yeah.
and you just have to admit I am such a fucking sugar addict, and the further I stay away from it, the easier it will be. Like the longer you stay away from it, the easier it will be. But the first part is the hardest part. Just not doing it is the hardest part.
I guess that's like any addiction, right?
And it is, yeah,
It's just that first break.
yeah.
But I will
So how do you handle that? Oh, go ahead.
right. Oh, I was going to say I have found myself being when I pick good fruit, I am able to get like satiated. Like a really
See,
good candy grape.
that's yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Candy grape,
Or like what
frozen
like
grapes.
yeah, frozen grapes.
Yeah,
It's like candy.
yeah. See, that shit doesn't work for me. Where I'm like, oh, I'll just have some juicy pineapple, and then I never want chocolate. I don't even think about chocolate. Like
No.
chocolate is different from pineapples, man. Like it's not the same. Ice cream is different from grapes, man.
Yeah.
So I think just to make wait, what's his name?
Guji.
Goji?
Guji. It's Gugi. I could be mispronouncing it too.
Okay, okay. Oh, okay.
I butcher
Okay.
usernames on a daily basis.
Okay, Guji.
Yeah.
I just want you to feel like you're not alone and that you don't have to be perfect. Like no one is, and you're nothing's wrong with you because you want sugar and carbs. Like that's how our bodies are kind of that they the food industry figured out that a lot of us are going to be addicted to sugar and
Yeah.
are always going to crave a lot of carbs. Like that's just the way our bodies are just functioning. So don't feel guilty.
Yeah.
And like Lonnie said, find other yummy things to focus on so that you're not like always thinking like, oh, I'm deprived because I can't have my ice cream.
Yeah.
Instead, be like, oh, wow, I didn't know how good candy grapes are, or like how good frozen grapes are, or like,
Yeah.
I never knew that I could enjoy pineapples in my smoothies so much. Like, find other yummy foods.
Yeah.
And I know that they're also trying to be low carb or like moderate their carbs.
Yeah.
That's a really tough one. But there are so many great alternatives out there. Like there are so many tortillas that I find with low carbs that taste really good.
Yeah.
Um,
I'm
there's
actually so impressed at food innovation, whether it's recipes that people
yeah.
post or things at the store. Like people are getting so creative. It's like witchcraft, actually. Some of it.
Yes, and it is like a part-time job finding recipes that are good for you and taste good at the same time. It's a commitment.
Absolutely.
And
Um,
only you know what tastes good. Don't feel like you have to eat celery sticks and ranch your whole life, you know? There's so many other things in this world that taste great and you feel like this is doable.
yeah.
So don't give up.
So with your bunnies, what are some things that like what are some of the DMs that you know trends in the DMs that you get?
Um Damn.
Sorry, I know it's just a random
It's
question.
deep.
Yeah.
The DMs are deep. The
Yeah.
DMs are shit that people don't post about. They don't comment in the public view, right?
Right.
I would say the most common is I am depressed.
Oh, wow. I mean, that's like
You're like,
not no, I can't.
that's like everybody else.
Yeah, kind of cuz that's a common message that I get from folks, and I can totally empathize, sympathize. Like it's a hard time for many of us.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So the specific DM I'm think the DMs I'm thinking about are I'm depressed. How do I get out of bed to even work out?
Mm,
And I would always say to them, try to get therapy or counseling, get a
yeah.
professional first to talk
Right.
to because I don't know what their issue is,
Right.
right? I don't know what their specific issue or trauma is.
Right.
And there's so much free counseling out there, like, or very, very low cost counseling. So
Right.
I encourage that first. And then I say, you got to change your brain, dude. Like, you got to listen to audiobooks, you got to listen to YouTube videos of positivity, of like, I like to recommend Louise L. Hay. She's like the grandmother of affirmations.
Yeah.
She's someone that helped me through my depression. Like when I was super down, like
Yeah.
6 years ago,
And
she was
whoa,
so,
we just got a raid, which
whoa.
means people dropped off in the chat. Jenny just rocks, pulled up with 22 friends. Welcome, Jenny. Welcome, Raiders.
Wow. Thank
So,
you.
we are just in the middle of a chat with my friend Nina. I'm DJ Lonnie Love. I normally stream music, but today we have a special guest because a lot of us maybe aren't in the best shape because it's quarantine and that's fine. But I figured my friend Nina would be a great person to just help us, jumpstart if we want to in 2021, But Jenny, thank you so much for the raid. What was your stream? Or what did you do on your stream today? We got the real DJ Pudgy, Jamington 87, Brock Vaughn.
Oh my God.
How fun. Welcome, guys.
Oh, welcome, guys.
Yeah, and I'll click real quick so you can see my space. Whoop. Hello.
Yellow.
Yellow. Um, so yeah, we got turntables here, and right now I'm just seated so we can chat with Nina.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Um, oh, so Katie Joe asked if you could repeat the grandma of affirmations.
Yeah. Louise L. Hay, Hay. So Louise, Hay, Hay.
Okay.
She passed away several years ago, but you know what? You need to listen to her audiobook, not just reading her book, but her audiobook called You Can Heal Your Life and the book The Power Is Within You. Those are her top two bestsellers, and those transformed my thinking completely. Like I was so negative, Lonnie, like you wouldn't even want to have talked to me. Like I was really dark and
Yeah.
I couldn't even talk to any friends because I just knew that I would be a burden.
Wow.
But by listening to her talk, I totally started to think differently. Like I was like, dude, there's so much truth in what she's saying. And like
Right.
she has such a soothing voice. If you like Lonnie's voice, you're gonna love Louise Hell's voice. It's like same wavelength. Like it's like milk to your ears. It's so nice. And it's just so beautiful because she went through a lot of shit. She was severely depressed, but she turned it all around by having different affirmations that she would repeat in her head. And she does that for you in the books.
I love that. Well, I will be sure to get those titles from you after the stream, and I'll
Yeah.
share them in our Discord, Instagram, all of that. Someone commented on your jacket. Jenny did.
I know that's why I wore it.
Yeah,
I've been wearing this every day all week
tell
because
tell us.
everybody wants to know.
Well, I've noticed you have a pastel theme that's been going on.
Yeah.
Was that pre booty bands? No. Or is it Bunnie's thing?
It,
When
it,
did neon take over, or pastels, sorry. When did pastels take over your life?
I think the middle of quarantine. So I noticed I don't even know what started it, but I was like, I need to have I need to have colors. Like I wanna have pretty colors around me. And like I used to only wear like a lot of dark colors.
Yeah.
And I was like, I wanna have a bright, positive atmosphere. So I started playing with pastels.
Yeah.
And now I'm like so into it. This is dollskill.com. DOLL.
Oh, I know the dolls
You know
kill.
Dolls Kill?
Yeah, because
Yeah.
I DJ'd for them at their store actually.
Oh
They
my
have
god.
a really sick DJ booth. It's like a freaking festival grade
Ooh,
setup.
that brand is sick.
Yeah, they have a lot of fun things. I mean, like, do you need pasties that say 69 or like because they have that. Yeah. They have like
Dude.
all the raver. Some of the clothing is hardly clothing. And
Yeah,
then
yeah.
yeah, but
It's because it's for those like people that do
yeah, it's for
bur-
it's for the
Burning Man. Yeah,
yeah,
yeah. Ravers, like
ravers are us.
hardcore people.
Yeah,
That
but it's also where I find a lot of my fun pieces. Like I have a
yes,
reflective two piece that everyone always asks me about.
yeah,
A lot of mesh, a lot of just
yeah. Mesh, lace,
ridiculous. Yeah.
and very well priced. I would
Yes.
say.
Tell me about the earring. That's a fun one.
Oh yeah, I found it on Posh. I don't even know if that's a real website. I thought I was gonna get scammed. Like, it's kind of like a Etsy, I guess. I don't know,
You're like, oh, my ID might get stolen, but this earring's really cute.
but it feels like it's worth it. Click.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's fun. And what is there? I see something like kind of brown and fuzzy behind you. Is that a stuffed animal?
It's it's the big buns.
Oh,
He's
cute.
Mr. Buns.
Mr. Big
Yeah.
Buns. Hey, the real DJ Pudgy. Thank you for joining my sub club. Appreciate you supporting the stream.
Oh.
You have new emotes. Thanks. I mean, you came in with the Jenny. So, Jenny, thank you again for the raid. And welcome to the chatting session. Like I said, I normally DJ, but today's a special stream. So, glad to have you guys here. Do you? I should have asked you to have it sooner, but do you happen to have the vase that you made with the
The
giant?
vase.
Yeah, the booty vase. Okay,
You're like, whoa, you had it right
you
there.
guys, isn't the booty vase hilarious? This is one
I
of
love it.
the
I
products.
got this custom color too, like this pastel blue.
Yeah, it's
God, I love them.
it's very bootylicious.
Is it bootylicious? I had to tell them to make it bigger and rounder. I was like, bigger, rounder, and they're like, we made it round, ma'am. And I was like, rounder. Like, I gotta see the shelf.
Yeah, it has to be a shelf, man. So, like, how can people get a booty like that? What kind of booties? You know?
Okay, that's a really good question.
Yeah,
People say it's all like genetics, whatever, but I've helped a lot of girls that never had a bubbly butt get
yeah,
a bubblier booty, right?
yes,
And they're happy. You may not get it that big unless you like really. Some people, it's gonna take a long time to get to that point, or
yeah,
it may never happen
yeah,
because genetics, man. But
yeah,
then there's some people that don't even lift weights and it looks like that. Like
yeah.
so, or it like doesn't take much to get there.
I
So
know.
it's really dependent, man. Like
And
my mom's butt is like concave, and I helped her get it rounder. I'm serious. She has like concave Asian woman
well,
butt.
she's also yeah. I get.
You're like also she's an older lady. Like she just
Well, she has a lot of things going against her. Asian lady, older woman. Like,
yes, you're right.
okay, so I'm gonna see if I can find it in your TikTok. But you have, it's so amazing. You have a video of your own booty. I should have actually had it queued up.
Oh,
Like, first of
it's
all,
okay.
you're so brave for just bearing all.
This is why my booty looked the best. This is not photoshopped. That's right.
So Nina has a video where it's just like her regular, her
My
old.
before and after butt.
Yeah, I'm trying to find that post
Oh,
on TikTok. Let's see. Hmm. Where's the best? You have so much content for me to comb through.
Oh my god, it's TikTok is not good for that. Like, can't search for it. Don't
Yeah.
worry about it.
No. Okay. Well, I know. I just literally just watched it again yesterday because I was sharing with my partner. Um,
Oh,
I'll share the TikTok in the chat too in case someone wants to help me comb through real quick. We'll give it like a quick another minute for
a
me to
minute.
find
Okay.
it, and then if I don't, we'll move on. But DJ Muggsy, welcome. Thank you for your follow. Good evening. We got DJ Leo69.
Am I able to
Princessa's
see
here.
everyone's comments?
Oh yeah,
Oh no.
you can if you pull up
Okay.
your computer or something.
Oh, okay, okay, okay.
Yeah, or another device. You can
Yes.
pop in and take a look real quick. Let's see. And yeah, that's the only thing about TikTok that's kind of tough is like there's not like a highlight button, I don't think.
Mm-mm. But if anyone has
Oh,
questions
I
about
found it. I
fitness,
found it.
oh, oh
Oh,
my god,
okay.
dang.
Okay, so first I need to do a quick little ad.
Dude, this is what
Window
cracks me
capture.
up. You look so gentle and sweet, but you're very aggressive, and you like
Am I?
get what you want. You're scary, Lonnie.
I'm a determined lady, but
Determined lady.
determined. Okay, so let me
A
share
determined
this.
lady that looks 16.
Determined senior citizen.
No.
Okay, let's see. We have window capture. Doop doop doop. Okay. I'm gonna put it next. I'm gonna frame it so it's next to you
Oh
right
shoot.
now. Okay. Okay. Okay.
Watch out.
Doing it.
Some of those pictures are what like banned me from TikTok.
Oh,
Like they like take it down. Took some of my videos down. But maybe the one that if it's still there, it's still good.
it's yeah. I mean, look, it's just a booty. All right.
Yeah, right. Duh. Yeah.
So I need to turn on my sound.
Picture before I started my glute journey.
Oh, it's so quiet. Why is TikTok so quiet?
I put some leggings on and there's still not much. My legs have a lot of muscle naturally. Do you sell your headphones? My butt was still not really
Oh no, I'm.
fast. This was after
It's
like
my
a
friend
week or
painted
two
it.
of trying to
My friend painted the
do
headphones.
exercises. This was after a good solid month or two, I think, maybe a month and a half. I started finding out tricks to like really get it growing faster, and those are the tricks that I'm using in my book. Multitasker, man. Making it rounder.
You guys see this? You see this booty transformation?
I don't even know what you posted.
Oh, I'm just sharing your video about how you're gonna help people get a bubblier butt.
Okay.
Okay, you guys see this? This was the before.
Sad and dirty.
Okay. Whoop. Let me put that out. Okay. So everyone said, "Wow." A lot of wows. Yo, Constant Pro, you can get a bubblier butt.
Yes, I can help you get a bubblier booty.
Yeah. So
Bubblier.
you literally, I mean, you had what was like a pretty normal like Asian girl butt, and then what did you
We
decide?
need to increase our standards as an Asian people.
Yeah. So what made you think I can get a bubblier butt? I don't know, cause
Fuck, I want a transformation contest. If I can do all that shit, time to try to put that energy into my butt. Like I've never done that, right? Like I had when I did the transformation contest, I wasn't focusing on growing my butt. I
Right.
only did it for my six pack and just lose the fat. That's all I focused on.
Right.
And so I was like, what would happen if instead of focusing on those things, I put it all towards growing the muscle of my butt?
That reminds me, when we caught up last night, you told me about how your audience really spans all walks of life, and that really was so inspiring because, like, I just think first of all that's a testament to just how universal your message is about just like being positive, loving yourself, and making time.
Yeah.
Or because it's not an option. It's not optional not to do it. It's just like brushing your teeth, like you said.
Mm-hmm.
So can you share with our chat some of the interesting and inspiring stories like that you shared with me?
Yeah. When I started out, I thought I would only attract Asian people because I'm Asian. But I think I was shocked at the diversity of just pure ethnicities. Like, I was like, wow, I have white people following me. I have black girls following me. I got like Latinas following me. I wonder why they're not following their people. Like, why are they following me? Like, it took me a while to like absorb that.
Mhm.
And I was like, it's not about color. Like, it's the fact that I make it a safe environment. Like, if you have bad knees, well, here's a workout where you can grow your butt even if you have bad knees.
Right.
Or like, you know, um, people would say, oh, they have a bad back, but they want to work out their abs.
Right.
Okay, I can do something with that. And so they felt like it was a very safe and inclusive environment.
Yeah.
And I would call my plus size bunnies fluffy bunnies. And like I would just make it a little bit more fun. And people felt like, oh, this is kind of sweet, you know?
That is very sweet.
I and then I think one of my like bunnies, she sent me a video. Oh, she bought my workout plan, my booty workout plan.
Yeah.
And she's like, I'm not able to I need help with my form. Can I send you a video? I was like, send it, man. Her video, her whole left leg is wood. It's like a wooden leg. And I was shocked. I was like, she's an amputee. Like, what?
Yeah.
I didn't even know like someone like that would buy my program or try to even do a booty workout, you know? And she's like, I just want to make sure like I'm doing it right. And I was like, wow, what a beast. Like,
No, there are no excuses then,
no
basically.
excuses. That's what I was shocked about. I was like, oh my God.
Amputee is
Total,
is
total whole leg, left leg is wood.
I
And
gotta
it is not comfortable. Like, it
yeah,
does
it's
not look
not.
easy.
Prosthetics are not comfortable and she's getting it. I gotta get my act together. I have no excuses. I've got everything intact.
You got everything intact.
Yeah. And then so you've got your fluffy bunnies. You even have some extra mini bunnies. Like,
Anybody, yeah, this 16-year-old girl messaged me
yeah.
and she's like, my mom gifted this book for me. I was like, girl, what are you doing with a book? Like, naughty girl. I don't, but your mom let you, so I'll let it go this time. And she's like, and so I was really amazed that this girl really wanted to do this. And I told her, look, by you doing this, you're
Yeah.
going to be strong everywhere. You're going to get strong arms, strong
Yeah.
abs. You're going to be able to handle a lot of other hard workouts after you finish my program. Like,
Yeah.
this is a great program that you chose. It's
Right.
not just about booty. That's what I use to get people's attention, you know?
Yeah.
But it really is a full on body workout that's going to make you feel like a beast when you're done. And it's only an hour a day.
Right. And it's like a gateway to other
Yeah, man.
passions for fitness. So how did you get your mom to work out? Because I don't know about other people, but my mom is stubborn, so I
Oh,
can't
yeah.
tell her to do things. So how did
So
you
is
get
my mom.
how did you get your mom to listen to you?
I literally said, Mom, if you do this, I think I'll get more views. And then she knows how important views are,
Right?
right? For social media business. And she's like, but I'm not a good dancer. Like, I don't have makeup on. And I was like, you don't need to do any of that. Just the fact that you're my mom is going to make people want to see, like, oh, that's Nina's mom. Like,
Oh, cute.
she's doing it. Like,
Yeah.
I said, it's going to be very encouraging. And she was like, all right, I'll do it just for 5 minutes.
Yeah.
And literally, I would make it only 5 minutes. I'll be like, okay, you're done. Out. Like,
Yeah.
and I would show her, like, look at the comments, look at the views. It really is good. And then
Oh.
she's like, okay.
And is she having fun with it?
Yeah. She's like waiting for me to make another video with her. We went to Malibu one time and at Pepperdine, you know how like they have a huge hill? It's
Yeah.
really pretty.
Yeah.
She hates walking uphill. She'd rather die. Like, and I said, Mom, we have to take a video at the top of that hill.
Yeah.
And then she's like, okay, let's do it. Like, she's now like on board.
That's so awesome. I love that. Chill in the chat said, I hate when people take my excuses away from me. That's kind of what Nina does. Like, I will watch her stories. They were like motivational, and then I was just like, I can't do it. And then I noticed a shift in the way you presented things, or maybe it's a mindset of my own, but I felt like it became more accessible and less extreme.
Yes, it's yeah. I think that's what made me not want, because even before the transformation contest, I would always try to find workouts that were hard. I was
Yeah,
like, I gotta do hard workouts to make it feel like worth it.
right.
But now I'd rather do gentle workouts. It's better to do gentle, fun workouts
Yeah,
that I do consistently
yeah,
than to do full on beast workouts and then not want to work out again for a long time.
right. Definitely.
It's okay if you still got excuses. Like, honestly, I think there's no need to beat yourself up. A lot of us, especially women, beat ourselves up for like not being more fit or not being committed to our workouts. But I think the bigger question is what what are you getting out of not working out? Like, by not
Mm.
working out, you have more time to work, you have more time to be a workaholic, you have more time to like just like
Eat snacks.
get snacks.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Okay. I love
But
it.
don't beat yourself up. Give yourself time to find things that are fun. Like,
Yeah.
fun can be anything, like walking outside, getting the sun, or dancing, dance classes, or
Right.
cycling, or rock climbing. Like, but you have to be explorative and let yourself explore and discover.
And find what you
You know,
like.
yeah, because like you might think, okay, I gotta work out. Like, work out to you means like running outside and lifting some weights and like doing squats all the
Yeah.
time. But maybe that's the reason why you don't want to do it, because it's
Right.
like that's not what really resonates with you.
Right.
Maybe you're someone that resonates with swimming instead, or
Right.
like something totally different.
And I know we kind of talked about female skew, like with Nina's audience and and obviously the two of us being women, but I think a lot of the tips and mottos that Nina shared with us are apply to everyone of all ages, genders. It's just universal
Yeah,
knowledge.
man.
Yeah. Well, before I let you go, is there anything that else that you might want to share with folks? I'm going to share your link now.
Okay.
So again, you guys can keep in touch with Nina.
Yeah, DM me. I let anyone DM me, ask me any questions about fitness. Um, I'm available to anyone. I love helping out. So,
And
just reach out.
she truly is. Don't abuse, the kindness that she offers, but she is very giving in just her attention to everyone and is truly passionate about helping others, which is again why I thought she would be so great at you know being a personality or brand rather. So you can there's her newsletter, there's her TikTok, she's of course on Instagram, but I think the platform the number one ways to keep in touch really are her newsletter and
Yeah.
her TikTok and
Yeah.
the booty bands and workout plan. You guys, I'm starting my fitness journey because I'm done being super squishy. So if you want to join me in my routine, maybe we can chat on Discord and figure it
Yeah.
out together, hold each other accountable.
My workout plan is still $50 off until the end of this week. So, if anyone wants to take advantage of that, if you want a full on body workout, you could get that on my
Oh, well,
website.
there we go. There's a
Yeah.
discount. Okay,
Yeah.
perfect. Well, Nina, I will let you go chat,
Okay.
hang around. I'm gonna uh, play maybe like another half hour of tunes or so to end our
All
evening.
right.
Okay, but
Thank
thank
you
you
so
so
much,
much, Nina.
Bunnie.
Love
I
you.
love
This is so
you.
fun. Bye.
Bye, Club Mesh Bunnies.